Alright, so this is the S rank for prisoner rescue. This mission actually is deceptively complicated to get an S rank. If you're not really aware of what to do. So you really want to make sure that I think the helicopter doesn't lose more than like 80% of its health. I don't know, it's a rather high number. At least that's how I did it, because every time that I was not getting the S rank, I was only getting A, was because the helicopter took at least half health. And a lot of that damage came towards the end when you have to fight the AC. Otherwise, like getting up to that point, it's not too hard. So what I end up doing first is I come over there, I take out all those enemies so they're not damaging it while I'm over here trying to take care of the tetrapod enemy. I'm not too sure whether or not this is necessary, but I took him out to kind of give me a little bit of a leeway, I guess, for, you know, give me a little bit more bonus money and stuff. I was like, what are you doing down here, buddy? Like, no. And if you do it quick enough, you should be able to do it before those helicopters drop off the enemies. If you're actually unsure of whether or not you would be able to take out the tetrapod before these helicopters show up, you could probably just take care of this bit, take care of them, and then go over there while the helicopter's picking up the prisoner there, then go take out the tetrapod. Because you should have plenty of time between now and when the helicopter gets to the second helipad to take out all the enemies and the tetrapod and you know, and everything else to make sure it doesn't take any damage on the way here. Because you kind of don't want to stray too far, because it may be possible that you might have missed some enemies. Because I would say that like your biggest thing is to probably keep the damage to either a minimum or none at all. At least until you get to the end, because then it might help you out. Because when you're trying to fight the AC and then you have the other enemies that are kind of hanging out around there, they're going to be shooting at the helicopter. The damage is going to add up really fast. And the biggest danger is going to be after this helipad when the two miniguns are there and then the anti-air missiles show up too. These guys can actually be a pain in the ass too, because they'll shoot lasers. They'll sit there and shoot lasers at the helicopter. And there was at one point where, because I did this like several attempts. I had like several attempts on this mission to get it right. And there was like one where I missed one of the lasers. I was moving too fast, you know, because I was more worried about like, I was like, I want to get through the mission quickly. Because you know, sometimes when you're moving too fast, you end up making mistakes. Sometimes you make mistakes. And these guys will really light up the helicopter. So I'll take them out before he even takes off. Definitely take out the anti-air missiles too, because they'll do, yeah, everything will do heavy damage to it. Because the helicopter is definitely not very beefy at all. It's not tanky at all. It's pretty weak. And that was kind of, I think, my biggest thing was trying to, because like I wanted fast killing weapons, you know, something that would be easily to take out, just a little fodder, but also quick enough to take out the AC pilot too. Because I used like a bunch of my kind of go-to weapons. I switched them up. I switched this build up quite often, honestly, before I came to this one, where I ended up using the laser blade, or the dagger, sorry, the laser knife or whatever. I think this one's got a really cool animation too. It does some pretty decent damage actually, where it has that big sweeping attack that you can use if you do the hold attack button. So yeah, this is where things are gonna get chaotic. I realized, I was like, wow, I did this pretty fast. He's not even. It's like not even here yet. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Get the enemies here. Let me start fighting them now before it even gets here, and destroy them before they even lay a finger on the helicopter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take out the enemies that land around with the AC first before I take on Nile, before I move on and focus on G2. Because I want to make sure that I'm mitigating any damage. And the longer this fight, as this fight goes on, there's going to be more reinforcements that show up. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not worried about my damage right now. I'm like, I'll tank everything right now. Just destroy all the enemies fast. And then let's like really focus on Nile here. As you can see off in the distance, I don't know if you saw that. You see the reinforcements are coming. Luckily once Nile gets focused on you, I'm not healing at all. That's risky. When I let my health stay that low for that long, that's really risky. But yeah, once like Nile focuses on you, it's kind of nice. He tends to pay attention to you only, which is good, because I don't want him shooting at the helicopter at all. And unfortunately, I didn't take him out fast enough for these other reinforcements to show up, so we have to destroy them. So we take them out, and then we should be good. And yeah, we kept the damage to a very, very small minimum, which is what we want. We definitely don't want to go too much damage on the helicopter, because that's what causes you to get an A rank instead of an S rank. And having to do this mission again is a pain in the ass. And look, we almost burnt through all of our ammo too. So maybe whatever weapons you're using, you might end up not spending as much ammunition, and you might be able to squeeze out an S rank, you know, with different weapons other than the ones that I used. So yeah, that's Prisoner Rescue, S rank. Stay tuned for more Armored Core 6 S rank videos. I'm almost done with all these. Almost got them all out. I'm actually thrilled. Can't wait to get them all out there. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.